My name's John Maddock. I started off as being a teacher of mathematics in the secondary school. I taught in 3 schools during my career, and early doors, almost by accident, I moved into what was then called pupil guidance. And I really enjoyed working in that area because you got something different from kids every day. And I went on to set up the guidance system in 2 brand new schools, and ended up my career as a deputy head teacher in one of the local secondaries. Well, I think some of the answer to that comes within the job title. It's being a clerk. So that means that you're responsible for administration of the KIP session, doing things like minutes, agendas, communications with presbytery, communications with the Church of Scotland in Edinburgh, and also kind of liaison between the KIP session and the congregation. And I mean, by congregation, I mean both individuals and the many groups that operate within the work of Motherwell South. I mean, I know that some of that work can be and indeed will be delegated to other people, but I'm certainly not anticipating doing all of that myself. But the overall responsibility for the quality of that work and the fact that it's being done is something that will be my responsibility. But equally, there's other aspects as well. I'm looking forward, for example, Alan, to working with you to help drive forward the work of the congregation in a variety of different ways, to help you where you need some support in an administrative sense, and just to act as a kind of listening ear and source of information, maybe even advice, perhaps, as that's required. So I think it's a job where the individual who's nominated as session clerk, in a sense, has to have the back of the minister. Within our own congregation, I think that we've got a big challenge in maintaining and growing the size of the congregation, given its current age profile, for example. And it does say in our strategic plan that numbers do matter to us. We're interested in having more people join our fellowship, and we've been very successful in that in recent years. Particularly, though, we need to bring more young people into our congregation and into our fellowship. We've got a good solid base there already, but we need to move forward as well. We've got the challenge of completing the vision for our buildings, a challenge that we've had to push to the side because of COVID and various other reasons like presbytery planning. But hopefully now that we're coming out into the light from that particularly dark tunnel, we should be able to move forward with that. And that will provide us with all of our buildings as suitable for the 21st century. We've always had this vision of being a community church. That was the KIP session's vision right from the start of Motherwell South. I think we've made substantial progress towards that goal, but somehow I think we need to investigate that a bit more, just to see if there's more that we can kind of stretch out of that particular objective, and then decide how we're going to actually go ahead and develop that. And in the local area, one of the big challenges will be negotiating constructively with the congregation of St. Margaret's as we approach a union with them, because what we don't want is that the union will in some kind of way be less of the message of God's church going out to the community. It's not got to be like that at all. It's got to be an expansion of the word going out into what will be probably around a doubling of our parish when we take in the parish of St. Margaret's as well. Well, I'm not going to give you the kind of answer that you maybe expect, Alan. I wouldn't go for 3. I would go for 5. And that would simply be the family, my wife, my 2 sons, and their partners, because they're the most important people in my life.